How about loves? Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. So I'm hearing the same song, low key, If the World by Rod Wave, but I'm hearing the part, you said you wouldn't leave, but you left like I expected. I opened up all my pain, now I regret it. Why you leave me like that? Why you treat me like that? Say you for me, but you don't really be seeing me like that. God said for somebody that this is somebody you married, and for whatever reason you and your person are not together right now, and they think that you're about to leave them, and God said that you need to, like, because they stressing out right now. This is somebody they wigging out right now because they like, what? The scripture comes from Daniel 8:5. As I was reflecting, a he-goat with a prominent horn on his forehead suddenly came from the west across the whole earth without touching the ground. It approached the two-horned ram I had seen standing by the river and rushed toward it with a savage force. I saw it attack the ram with furious blows when they met and break both its horns. It threw the ram, which had not the force to withstand it, to the ground and trampled upon it, and no one could rescue it from its power. Here's the message. God said, like, y'all know how when you have a baby, your baby a newborn, and I'm so bad I don't have my picture no more, yo, of my baby finger, his hand wrapped around my finger, yo. Now his hand's about as big as mine. Oh! It's just like the picture, it's just, you know how it just melts your heart, like, oh. And I remember, okay, him holding his hand around my finger. My mama like, one day his hand's gonna be bigger than yours. Don't say that. It's my baby still gonna be my mouth. I don't care if I'm looking up at him like this. Which not I tell the way he growing, okay, that he at my height at 10 years old, I'm gonna be looking up like this. I'll be like, pick me up, James. No, too, I'm playing. I ain't gonna do it. Even though I don't know, he might find it fun, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, now that would be wild. But I am that kind of parent that I will sit around and play with my son. So ain't no telling like. If I'm in the mood, baby. But I can't play with him as much as I used to since we were in a car accident, which is SUCKS, but it is what it is. But here's the message. Somebody think you're going to leave them. And low-key, I'm starting to think that this is like, because I can't say, at first, I feel like it's your spouse. Like your spouse think that you about to lead them. They think you about to go and cheat on them. They think you about to do this, X, Y, and Z. And you not going to be there for them. And you not going to, like, you just going to be gone with the wind. And for some of y'all, this is your child that feel this way. And for some of you, could be both, yo. And it's a vibe where you're not leaving nobody. 333. You just having you some me time. And everybody wigging out like, oh, no. I'm thinking about when Donna, I think she went to a concert on the Cleveland show. She went to a concert or something. It's something that she had planned. She put it on the calendar. She told everybody months in advance, and they still forgot. And all four of them sitting at the table, hungry, and trying to figure out where dinner is at. And they start knocking over stuff. They tear the table over. They knocked over the couch and everything else. And Donna get home like, what are y'all doing? I told y'all I had something to do. Looking at her husband like, Cleveland, why are you fighting? What are you doing? Why won't you cook? Anyways, that's the message. And it's like, they mad. Like, dang, she just left me. She gonna leave me, or she not gonna be there with me, or she like, and you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just say, like, I just feel like when it comes down to it, the wife and the mother is the queen of her castle in her own right. And when she is not standing in position, it can cause other people that are a part of that group to be in a panic and trying to figure out what's going on. But God said that sometimes people need reassurance that you're not going to leave them. And I know I'm bad with that. I am bad with communicating with people. I'm bad with calling people. I'm bad with keeping up with people. And I'm somebody that I've known a lot of people for a long time. It's not new to me. I've always known a lot of people. And a lot of times I literally will just forget plans. It'll be a situation where I had some plan and then now it's new plans and then there's those plans and now I gotta choose which one I'm gonna do. And somebody gonna be mad, bro. I'm sorry, bro. But I feel like when it comes down to your kids and your spouse, hey, though, what do you mean? It ain't like if I'm going somewhere by myself, it's a situation. I'll be back. I'm coming back home. I'm not finna. It ain't gonna. I ain't going out for milk and not coming back now. Okay, and I'm just being real. And even when it comes down to me leaving to the desert, I had a full-fledged reason as to why I went out there. And I said it, and just because people don't want to believe me don't mean that I didn't have a valid reason. That's a personal issue that you have, that you don't want to believe that I had a valid reason as to why I did what I did. And that's just that. But when it come down to it, it wasn't a situation where I was just going to leave and never come back. It wasn't a situation where I was going to leave and never spend time with my son. I had plans on bringing him out there and everything, but in reality, I cannot control. That ain't my property. You know what I'm saying? I can't control what's going on out there. I can't, you know what I'm saying? How I'm going to be having visitors and I don't, you know what I'm saying? And that's part of the reason why I was like, okay, it's time for me to go. Because I need to visit my son. And since he can't come out here, I'm going to go ahead and go to him. And you know what I'm saying? If it's a situation where I can't come back, it is what it is. We just going to keep it pushing. But I ain't trying to just leave him, you know, high and dry. And for somebody, you know what I'm saying, with your spouse, what is the situation? What is the predicament? You may be very angry with them right now. It may be a situation where you're not speaking with them right now. I don't know if they keep on breaking promises to you over and over and over again, assuming that you just going to be happy and with all smiles, and you're not. And I just feel like your anger is for a reason. And I know what's frustrating to me is some men are so not arrogant per se, but it's just like the masculinity is all the way to the roof to such an extent that it's like they don't even want to apologize and know they did wrong. They know they was wrong and don't want to apologize and don't care. And it's like, dang, like, well, give me a second so that I can come over here and repair my heart, because you apparently don't care about repairing it. You don't care about how I feel. You just sitting up here telling me I look sad and I need to stop looking sad without putting forth any effort to try to make me happy. And dang it, I'm trying to make myself happy since you don't want to. And I can't stunt. Situations like that will make you want to leave. It will make you not want to come back, because why are you so uninterested in making me smile? Why is it bothering you that I want to be happy? Why is that why is it a situation where it's like pulling teeth out? But like, that don't even make sense. It make me feel like you don't want to be around me. So then when I leave and you're mad and acting as if I did you some kind of harm, I am confused. Because it can't be a situation when we together, you treating me like I'm your enemy, and then when we apart, you acting like I'm your enemy because I left. Pick a struggle. Do you want to be with me or not? Do you love me or not? And if you love me, you're going to stop treating me like that, because I don't like you. And it ain't fair, because I don't do you that way. I don't. And we didn't, but you know what I'm saying? If it's a situation, we done been through HE double hockey sticks and back. Come on now, stop playing with me. Now, it ain't no situation where I'm just the devil and I done did you just so bad. And I understand I am not perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect in any shape, form, or fashion. But to be real, I don't deliberately go out my way trying to cause nobody harm. I don't go out my way trying to make anybody feel some kind of way, trying to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing like that. And it ain't gonna ever be a situation where I'm just gonna sit around and just accept somebody doing me that way. And in reality, I deserve that. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the first time you break the promise, okay. Second time, I'm mad, but okay. Third time, I'm really mad, but okay. If we're getting all the way down to the seventh, eighth time, I'ma just assume you never intended to fulfill that promise. You never intended to do what you said you were going to do. And then, yes, it will be a situation where I will leave and you will never see me again. But when it come down to it, it should never, like, that's a vibe. You leaving the marriage too. How is it that your wife is begging and pleading with you, regardless to what it is she asking you for, and you acting like she bothering you? And then you surprised when she leaves. But you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't do for me, but you can do it for somebody that ain't even your wife. Somebody that you shouldn't even, like, what are you doing? Like, and then you wonder why I left. You replaced me already. Why? Like, how am I going to come back to a castle that allegedly is supposed to be mine? It ain't my castle. Because it's somebody else that you want running that show. And I'm finna get out the way and allow her to do it. And if you want me running that show, she going to have to move up out my way. And that's period. It ain't gonna be, we not finna share. I don't want to share. She gonna have to move out my way, all the way, or we gonna have a problem. And the problem is gonna be you over there and me over here, because apparently that ain't my castle. 11-11. And that's real. If you want your, like, it can't be a situation where you saying that you want your person and you love your person and you don't understand this and you don't understand that. Meanwhile, your person been complaining to you about the same thing for the past month and you still haven't fixed it. You still won't stop. You still won't quit. You still won't fix the problem. You refuse to fix the issue. I don't want to come back anymore. Because for what? You keep disappointing me. So I'm make me want to take a break, but it don't mean that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. This may be somebody that, you know, like you and your person, y'all gonna end up like, it ain't even no situation where you even going anywhere. You just talking noise. And for some of y'all, it's a situation where you really on your way out the door, bro. Depending on how seriously you feel about it. On your way out the door, about to slide out the door, about to slide out the door, about to run out the door. Because you don't understand, like, it can't be a situation where you claiming to be my man, my husband, and you so in love with me, and I'm still asking you over and over again for something, over and over again, and you act like I'm bothering you. I feel like you don't want me. You are rejecting me, and it doesn't feel good. And if you carry on rejecting me, I'm going to take the hint and move around. And that's real. So if you want to keep your wife, you got to find somebody else to reject. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuce.